welcome to Xbox On.
So we've been lucky enough to get our hands on an Xbox One X to test out all its amazing features and see what it can do.
So here are some amazing Xbox One X features that are going to make your gaming life so much better.
We all know that the Xbox One X is a graphical powerhouse, capable of running games in eye-melting 4K, but you don't actually need a 4K telly to make the most of the Xbox One X. You'll be able to see its benefits even on a 1080p display. This is thanks to a wonderful technique called super sampling. Now, if you didn't know, super sampling is when the native rendering of the game is above the resolution of your TV, so the signal scales down to match your screen whilst preserving much of the picture quality. Take Shadow of War for example. Super sampled from 4K to 1080p, it produces an incredibly sharp picture. There's increased anti-aliasing, which gives you smoother lines and fewer jaggies. Of course, it gets sharper than Talion's Orc Beheading Sword when you pump it into a 4K TV, but it's great to see the benefits on older TVs too. Think of super sampling like chocolate. Even when it's melted, it's still pretty tasty. And these aren't the only benefits you get from playing the Xbox One X on a 1080p screen. If a game supports high resolution textures like Hitman, you'll see the differences on any screen you play it on. Same goes for any visual effects, whether it's fully dynamic shadows, improved draw distances, or improved reflections. One of the biggest leaps you'll see on a 1080p screen is when a game offers an improved performance mode to punch up the frame rate. Gears of War 4 looks absolutely incredible at 60 frames per second. The Lancers slip through the swarm like a 60 frames per second knife through 60 frames per second butter. We've also been testing out the excellent Danger Zone. Those slow motion car crashes were great to begin with, but in the performance boosted mode, they are a work of art. We'll be covering all the benefits of every Xbox One X enhanced game right here on Xbox On, so do make sure you subscribe to get the lowdown on which game does what.
You can now capture footage in glorious 4K resolution at 60 frames per second on your Xbox One X. This feature is exclusive to the console and means all your recordings are soon going to reach the maximum level of what your eyes can physically handle. Any higher than 4K and your eyes actually fall out in disbelief. That's not to say you can't capture in 720p or 1080p anymore, you've just got more options now. To choose what resolution you want to record in, first hit the Xbox button and go right to Broadcast and Capture. Go down to Advanced Settings and then down to Game Clip Resolution and select which one you want. Selecting 720p gives you a longer recording time, whilst 4K obviously gives you a higher quality picture. On Xbox One X, it's not only your games that look absolutely stunning, but your captures too. You can export them to your PC, share them to Microsoft's OneDrive cloud service, and then upload them to YouTube or email them to family members. If anything, it's just great evidence. If someone doesn't believe you when you tell them Xbox One X makes games look amazing, stick some cold hard proof in their face.
Another benefit you're going to feel, regardless of what screen you use, is the improved loading times. Time is precious on this earth, and that's why I spend the majority of it sitting in my pants playing video games. Thankfully, your Xbox One X knows this and is cutting down the load times of your favorite games. This works in all kinds of clever ways. The Xbox One X's improved CPU is faster at untangling all the information coming from the hard drive, and the hard drive itself is much quicker in order to push out those 4K textures. But a hidden benefit of this is that when you play a normal Xbox One game or a backwards compatible game, it can use that hardware for faster load times. You don't have to do anything to reduce the load times, no downloading any patches or finding compatible games, just boot up a game of your choice and it will simply be faster. Quick traveling is faster, getting into the game is faster, and going from one location to the next is faster. Load times of course vary between games, but in my experience, I found great boosts with Dishonored 2, Forza Horizon 3, and Shadow of War. You know what better loading means? Yep, slightly more time on this earth to do other things. I might learn piano or go to Madagascar, or maybe even learn to cook, because yeah, my cooking's terrible. But you know what? I'd rather play Call of Duty instead, if I'm honest. It's not just Xbox One games that gain from Xbox One X's greater horsepower. Both original Xbox and Xbox 360 games look a whole lot better. That's 3 generations of Xbox games on one Xbox. It's like one big family reunion without the awkward, "So what do you do now?" questions. I work on YouTube, Grandma. It's like TV, but with much more shouting. As with all games, these can benefit from faster loading, improved texture filtering, and smoother performance. But a select few backwards compatible games go one further. Yes, the back-compat wizards at Xbox have actually gone back and made some Xbox 360 games Xbox One X enhanced. Halo 3, Fallout 3, The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and Assassin's Creed are the chosen few, with each game running with 9 times the original pixel count. Look at very fine details like leaves on trees in Halo 3 or wires dangling around Fallout 3's wasteland. You'll see far cleaner lines. It's amazing that even games that are 10 years old are getting a new lease of life.
Dolby Atmos is a revolutionary audio standard that brings immersive sound to your existing hardware. I'm talking 360-degree detail and lifelike effects on any Atmos-enabled home theater or soundbar you plug in, from choppers roaring overhead to bullet shells pinging off the ground. And you don't need to own a fancy sound system to make it work. A special app for Xbox One lets it work on any pair of stereo headphones. The first step on the road to better ear noises is heading to the store and downloading the Dolby Atmos app. If you want to use Atmos for headphones, you can choose a 30-day free trial or pay a one-off price of £11.39 for a lifetime of scaring your ears with loud bangs. If you think about it, it's a good bargain. Why shell out for a more high-range headphone model when Dolby Atmos turns your budget cans into a luxury one? It makes the old new again. Then you just need to pick a game to take it for a test run. Of those available, we're partial to Gears of War 4 and Assassin's Creed Origins. Honestly, the latter is so lifelike, you'll think you've got sand and/or an eagle living inside your ear. Even more games are set to add Atmos in future, though for the time being, we're happy to have Gears. It's like Marcus Phoenix is actually there in your living room, bellowing at you. God bless object-based spatial audio.
Now we come to the stuff that really matters. The size of the console. It's not only smaller than the Xbox One, but it's smaller than its redesigned, the Xbox One S2. In fact, it's the smallest console that Microsoft has ever made. Granted, there's not much in it. The Xbox One X is 0.5 centimeters wider and 1 centimeter deeper than the Xbox One S, but it's also 0.5 centimeters thinner, so in terms of volume, it's just a bit smaller than its predecessor. That's an incredible achievement when you consider just how much more powerful the Xbox One X is. Think of all that extra stuff they somehow managed to cram inside. It's the Mary Poppins handbag of hardware. This, of course, gives you more space to play with on your desk, TV cabinet, or gaming cave. You can slot it under a slightly narrower shelf or post it through a 6 centimeter high letterbox. Or write, this console is 6 centimeters tall on it and have it not be a lie. Or stack exactly 66 pieces of paper on top of it. I actually worked that out with maths. Every day is a learning experience with Xbox On.
Finally, we come to features included just to cheer you up. Did you know that there's a little Easter egg inside each and every Xbox One X? Not a real Easter egg, as it would probably liquefy, even with that cutting-edge vapor chamber heatsink that keeps the system cool. No, this is even better. A little etching of your good buddy, the Master Chief. And he's riding a scorpion. Get it? Because the Xbox One X's codename was Project Scorpio. The etching is actually doubly clever, as the Chief often drives tanks called Scorpions in his games. A lovely little addition, even if you do need to smash your console to bits in order to see it. No hammers are needed for this next one, however. Your Xbox One X comes with a super special boot animation. It's the first thing you see when you turn it on. The boot animation is a celebration of the console's high-tech guts, and it gives you the feeling that, yes, this is a wholly different system to the Xbox One or Xbox One S. Let's watch it again and marvel at it. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for 4K goodness all up in my eyeballs.
So there we have it, loads of awesome features on your Xbox One X that you're going to want to be taking advantage of. Do make sure to let us know down in the comments below what your favorite is, and also if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for lots more awesome Xbox content.
And don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and check out last week's list feature whilst you're at it. We'll see you next time.
Bye.